Surprise. This is not my normal night, but I wanted to come on and see if we get some people in the room. I am going to load up on TikTok in just a moment as well. Just want to see if I get some people into the room to discuss tonight. This is Touching Eternity, the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick. This is not my normal podcast night. So I will go to full screen and see if we can get some people to come in the room and share tonight. So let me see, let me get on TikTok too. Hello out there in my TikTok group. I am coming on tonight without giving much warning to anyone. If you join us on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook Live, you will come join in and we're going to have a little conversation because Wednesday is Christmas Eve. And even though I probably will come on for a little while, I don't anticipate a lot of people being available. So I'm coming on tonight. Oh, I see two people. Say hello if you come into the room that join me on either Facebook or YouTube. So say hello and we're going to have a little conversation tonight and have a little fun. So I'm coming on tonight, which is not my normal night because Wednesday is Christmas Eve. So even though we'll come on Christmas Eve, it'll probably not be very long and I don't expect a whole bunch of people. So I want to come on and tonight I'm going to probably do my first bedtime story about 10 p.m. So let's see if we get a few more people in and then we'll get started. Tonight I want to talk, if you come in the room, say hello so I know that you're here. I saw a couple people up on Facebook and YouTube and it looks like there's some people they want me to invite in on TikTok, but TikTok would have to, I want them to at least say hello before I would invite them into the conversation. So again, we're going to have an interesting conversation about mediumship. I have a mediumship class starting in January, and I have a couple people already signed up for it, so that's great. It'll be online and in person, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit about religion, and we're going to talk a little bit about spirituality, and we're going to talk a little bit about mediumship. So that's what I'm hoping to get started here, and I probably will do a couple of readings for people. If I can get them, if I can get at least 10 people in the room, I'll do a couple of readings. If not, again, this is not my normal night, so I do not expect a lot of people signing in. But if you are online with me, go ahead and say hello. Type hello in the thing. Says, I looked on your website and Facebook and I don't. Okay. Oh, that's somebody. Let me see. Hopefully she'll see that I'm online and I can guide her online. Okay. So again, I am just waiting for some people to log in. If you're here, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, go ahead and type in a message because I can see it. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and type in a message if you're there. Again, I'm going to give it a few more minutes before I get started. I'll see if anybody is going to sign in. If they do sign in, then we will get rolling. But you have to comment so I know you're there. Hi, April. I see that you've joined. I see Jackie M. has joined. Great. And Jen has joined. And Chris has joined. Well, thank you for joining. So tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about mediumship because I got a class coming up. Have a couple people signed up. Hey, Jackie. We got a few people signed up already, so we're going to talk a little bit. First, I want to talk about some things that I've been hearing a lot of people say, and I want to see what your feedback is on that. So what I want to talk to you guys about is lately I've been hearing, and even some of the people that I've mentored, I always hear them saying phrases like, I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to pray for it. I'm going to pray to God for it. I'm gonna ask Jesus to heal this person, and I, and again, I'm very spiritual and I have a very religious tone to me, but it's more spiritually focused. And I do believe in God and believe in Jesus and all those things. But what the difference between what I believe, and again, and I'm not trying to change anybody's beliefs, I just want you to open up and try to see things and look at things and understand things. And, you know, all the vibrational energies in the consciousness are exposed to you. They are part of you. You are a creation of the Creator. And, you know, when you're praying with God. You're praying with Jesus. You're praying with the Blessed Mother. You're praying with, if you're one who believes in angels, and not everybody does, then you can pray with the angels. But those are all vibrational levels of energy that all are housed inside of you. And that is the good news. But the negative side of that is that also those negative thoughts and those not so good energies are also housed in you. And it all really depends on how you choose to manifest it. How do you choose to work it through your heart and through your soul for your best good? And I try to get people to understand that. And I try to tell people that's why it's very important that you speak positive. In energetics, when I teach the energetics courses, you know, it's all about creating the positive field of energy around you so that negative can't touch you. And so, you know, you are trying to, create that positive field, and you're taking people and you're putting them on the outside. You're drawing a boundary. And people who cross that boundary with you and wish you negativity, you are putting them on the other side of your positive wall, and you don't let them in. You know, and that could be a family member, that could be friends, that could be a coworker, that could be anyone. So with energetics, you learn to build that boundary wall, and put people who don't respect your peace on the other side of that wall. And so that's a little bit of energetics. So the same thing goes when you pray, or when you want to heal, or when you want to connect to your spirit team. You're not connecting to someone out here. You're connecting to the energies that are here within inside your field, which are inside of you, that you have control over. And the quicker you understand that, the faster your growth, especially in mediumship, will grow. And again, no one could ever teach you how to be a medium, because you already are. You're born with that. But what we can do is give you tools and give you things that you can use to develop your own gift, to develop your own senses, to develop where you go. Like, I can show you the river, but I can't make you cross it. You have to make that choice. You have to figure out and quit comparing yourself to other mediums or other people. Quit comparing yourself. Learn who you are from your heart. Learn who you thrive to be. And yes, it could be culturally influenced. Like we learn in energetics, every thought you have is something that was driven into you by something in your past. And that's your left brain that does that. And we're going to get a lot into the brain in the next part. And that'll be in September, the final chapter in energetics, before we get into the through the workshops, because it's 3 classes, which I teach 1 and 2 together. 3 is going to be a separate class. And then we're going to be doing the workshops where we go out and hang out for a weekend, and we work on one another with energetics, and we talk about it, and we help people start building those stronger walls and boundaries with people. And, you know, we really find out, like, you know, who's holding you back. It's you who's holding you back, but what energy is pushing on you that's making you make the wrong decisions. And so we will discuss that. And again, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's your best friend, sometimes it's just it's a coworker. You just don't know. And so that's why energetics is important, because it helps you be alert to understand, you know, what's going on with that, what's happening. So that way you can draw those good boundaries with people. And your words are powerful. Once you understand that everything around you is connected, and you are connected to everyone else, you will learn that those vibrations can also affect you. So you have to learn how to build that wall, build that boundary line. And when people, and again, you can be mad at somebody and they can come in your life, and that's fine. But the minute they disrespect your peace, they need to go back on the other side of the wall. And that's what energetics teaches. And this will help you with your health. This will help you with your mental state. This will help you attract the things you need attracted to you. Your words are powerful. Always, always put out positive things. Watch little things you say because you pick that up from somewhere. Learn where you pick that up from. And, watch what you say and put out those positive words. Every morning when you first get up, you should always tell yourself what your plans are for the day. You should not turn on any kind of social media or anything for at least a little while till you've had at least 10 or 15 minutes just to listen to stay in the silence, plan your day, make sure there's positives, and then tell yourself one negative thing you're going to try to get around that day, whether it be something that was a lie or something that hurt you. Always promise to try to get yourself to understand that. Hey, Bianca. Glad you could join, darling. And so that's really, really important. So I really wanted to get online tonight and talk about that with people because I hear so many people saying, I'm gonna pray for them. I'm gonna pray to Jesus for them. Pray with Jesus. Send them the energy of Jesus because you can do that. You can send them that healing, loving energy. But let me be honest with you, that's if you are capable of that loving, healing energy, because it's your energy that you're sending. It is your energy. It's your love. It's your passion. That's what you're sending when you're doing healing. And so I wanted to talk about that tonight because that has been something that I've been seeing a lot of people saying. And part of energetics, when I teach energetics, is about understanding your fears and understanding the control those fears have on you. Understanding how to get around those fears. If you're on TikTok, please either type or hit the little hearts that pop up a little, so I can make sure you're there. Because I do see 0 and it doesn't, and even though I see people in the room and who are responding to me, it doesn't acknowledge you until you do one of those things. So try to do that. And hey, Susan, how you doing, love? So again, that's why I'm coming on tonight, because I'm not going to be here I will be here Christmas Eve, but it's going to be a very limited event because I know there's not going to be a lot of people who are going to be out with family and doing things. And so I'm coming on tonight. And I'm also coming on tonight to announce that at around 10 o'clock, I'm going to come back on and I'm going to start my series, Bedtime Stories with Sid. And so I'm inviting you guys to that. If y'all want to come join me for that, I won't be acknowledging. I'm just going to basically come online and I'm going to record a bedtime story. And it's all going to be part of my journey into my spirituality. And so I'm going to tell you all the wonderful miracles that I've got to experience and see, and what kind of drove me into mediumship, what drove me into spirituality, what drove me into working with the psychic arts. And so you're going to get to learn that journey, and it's going to be told in little bitty clippets of stories that I'm going to put online. And it's going to be bedtime stories with Sid. I'll be in my little robe and I'll come in here, and I probably won't even, I don't know if I'm going to light the angel lights behind me, but I'm going to go ahead and every night tell a little story. It'll be posted on TikTok. It'll be posted on YouTube. It'll be posted on Facebook. And some of them are going to be fun. Some of them are going to be a little out there, because it's really all true stories of my journey and how I got to be where I am today. And, I'm going to just, I'm going to hit mostly the spiritual stuff. I'm not going to get into all the family drama and all that wonderful stuff, because that's another whole novel in itself, like most people. So I got Bianca and Susan are watching. If you are watching, please type so I know that you're here and I know that you are online with me. I probably will come on again tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to come on a few nights this week because I have finished my final assignment for school. It won't be graded. My final assignment for this course in school, and it won't be graded until Tuesday. So until Christmas Eve, I'm going to be free in the evenings, and so I have not booked any classes. Any clients this week, because it's Christmas week and because I wasn't sure if I was, what I was doing this week, and so I didn't put anybody in. Hey, Cindy, glad you can join. So again, I'm going to just cover some highlight things. So in the mediumship class, it's going to be completely different. If you've taken my mediumship before, this class is going to be different. This time, I'm not going over the basics, the basic things like chakras, and I'm not going to go through like the different forms of vibrational energy. I'm not going to go over all those basic things. This course is strictly going to be about developing mediumship and what you need to look at in order to grow and expand. Different things there'll be exercises involved where you will work with other students in developing your mediumistic team and your mediumistic abilities. We're going to talk about a spirit team. We're going to talk about the emotions. We're going to talk about the energies and the senses. I'm not, we all know what clairs are. I'm not going back and teaching, just giving you definitions. We're going to start working with those, and we're going to figure out what clairs or what senses work with you best. You need to identify that if you're going to be a medium. You work with them all, but you'll be sharper in some than others. And so I will give you exercises to work on to help you develop all of those. So we'll do that. We're going to be doing some blindfolded readings. We're going to be doing some breathing exercises, because your mediumship should come to you just as simple as is breathing. Hey Connie, how you doing, love? So again, that's where this course is going, and it's going to be online and in person. So you can take it online with us, or you can take it in person. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday. I believe it is. You can see it on my website, sid-patrick.com. But I do believe the class is the 24th and 25th of January. It's that weekend. And it's going to be all day Saturday and Sunday, like 10 a.m. I think it is, like 5 p.m. both days. It's going to be, if you come take it in person, it's going to be here at my home. If you want to take it online, you can take it online. Also have a numerology course coming up in January, and that's going to be the 9th and 10th. 9th is for 2 hours, 10th is for 3 hours, and then a week later, like on that Monday, a week later, it's 4 hours. And that's because when you do a numerology, it takes, the first two classes is all about building the chart, focusing on the chart, getting the numbers where they need to go. And then the last class is more about interpretation. So you do your own chart, and you get to pick one movie star you're going to do, and then you're going to do an analysis and tell us what you've learned and what's going on with that person you picked and with yourself. So it's going to be a really interesting class if you're into numbers. It is something I will email. You can do it online. You can come here in person, but you get emailed all the course materials. There are 2 books that you do have to purchase. You can get them dirt cheap on eBay or on Amazon. They're old books. When you go to my website, sid-patrick.com, there you will see the titles of the books. And we straightened this room up, so I have them here, but no, I don't have them right here right now. But I will probably pull them up Monday, tomorrow when I get in, and I will go over and show you the books and all. But they're listed on my website, and I do recommend getting, because they're reference books, and they're not books that you're going to be reading from cover to cover. Eventually, you might. But it's reference books. It tells you what numbers go where on this massive chart, and then it gives you all the meanings with what that means. And so it's 2 books because each book covers a different part of the chart. And so I do recommend getting both books. And I think you can probably get both books for under $20. And in some cases, I think Susan, who's actually is watching, I think she was even going to get them both under $10 because she got some on eBay. So again, if you want to take numerology, and that too is going to be online and in person. So you can take it online. It goes well online. So I've taught it online before. Now I am going to be recording, because I am going to be putting these classes as permanent classes online. So know that the class will be recorded. I will not put your face in without your permission. And if you're online, your face won't be on because you're going to be online. But we are going to be recording the sessions. And I will be teaching another energetics course in February. If you haven't taken energetics, guys, I'm telling you, of all the things I teach, it is the most impactful. It is the one that will wake you up. It is the one that will connect you. It is the one that will tell you, will help you define what are your problems. Why are you having issues? If you really pay attention in this class, it really, and everyone that takes it will tell, anyone, you ask people who've taken it, it's really, really a great class because it helps you attract what you need. It helps you understand the laws of attraction and how they work. It's not like that book, The Secret, that everybody bought and thought they were all going to become millionaires and have lotto numbers. Thank you for the hearts. And so it's nothing like that. Because one thing you have to understand is that you have to have ownership, and you just can't say it. You can feed the environment, but you also got to help it grow. And if you do nothing to help it grow, it's not going anywhere. And I can give you a funny example. A lot of times I read people who've been through divorce, both men and women, and they're like, I'm never getting married again. I'm never getting married again. I'm like, why? I'm like, why? I said, you can't blame somebody else for you making a poor choice. Work on fixing your choices and not rushing into things. And you have to take ownership. And that's what's the hard part about energetics, is that you're going to learn that everything that happened to you in your life, the good, the bad, and everything in between, it's all on you. You can't blame someone else after a certain period. You can't blame. You're born where you're born. But once you grow up, you are able to make changes in your life. You cannot blame someone else for something you were not able to accomplish. And we will look at those things, especially in relationships. I have a lot of both men and women come to me who are in abusive relationships. And I'm like, well, why are you there? And they find a million excuses not to leave. And I'm like, then it's your fault. I mean, own that. Own it. Say, own that I can't make that decision right now because of all these things that I'm going to put on myself to make that change in my life. I'm afraid of change is what it boils down to. I'm afraid to make the change for security reasons, for emotional reasons, because there's a trauma bond or something going on there. So you have to learn to take ownership in what you do. And that's the first step into energetics, into creating and manifesting what you need. And learning that happiness, no person is going to make you happy. Happiness comes from within. If you can't make yourself happy, no one else is going to do it for you. They might make it a little more tolerable, but eventually that's going to go away because they're going to have a bad day one day, So your happiness, your peace comes from within inside of you. And so that is something that you need to decide to manifest, and you need to decide to create that, and you need to learn to speak more positive and not negative about everything. And when people get negative, learn to walk away from it politely and respectfully, because it's not your fault the way they behave, and sometimes it is their fault, but they don't see it because it's what they've been cultured to believe, or it's what they've been taught to understand. And so I don't learn, and you learn this too in energetics, I don't believe in forgiveness anymore. I think forgiveness is for the birds. Because no matter how much you try to forgive somebody, there's always that peace inside of you that you just can't let go. So with energetics, we learn to understand people. We understand them, and it's, and if we can't show them by example that they need to make change, then we need to step back and let them move on with their lives so we can move on with ours. And so you have to be real with yourself. And that's what energetics 3 is about, how the brain works and what you can do to train the brain to do that law of attraction, to have things pulled to you when you need them, to look at things in a different perspective, and learn that your words are powerful. And sometimes we box ourselves into situations that we cannot get out of. So, that's something that energetics is very, very powerful with. But anyway, that's going to be in February. I'm going to do the level 1 and level 2 energetics one more time. In September will be level 3, and then by this time next year, we will be doing the workshops in hotels where we'll meet and we'll spend a weekend like a sleepover, and we will have workshops and work together. Hey, Zeta. So Zeta is, so most of you know, that I am hosting a cruise, and I have some great people coming on that cruise with me. Trenny Simmons and Misty Gaither and Jill Mercer. We're all coming on a cruise in April. It's going to be April 19th to April 26th. You can find the details on my website, sid-patrick.com. However, I'm saying that now because I posted a newsletter today on Facebook, Zita. And the reason I posted it on Facebook rather than email it is because the way our signing up system works, unless you've signed up for classes, I don't have your email. And so what I'm asking people to do if they're on the cruise, and it's in the letter that's on Facebook, and I am going to mention it a few times on my podcast, so that people will email me at mrctreasures@gmail.com and give me their email address with their shirt size if they want to do the t-shirt on meet and greet night. And it's all explained in the newsletter. But so what we're doing is the first night on the cruise, we're going to make risky, funny t-shirts for each other. And so if you want to participate in that event, you're going to email me back with your cabin number, your name, and your t-shirt size. And then we're going to do some swaps. So people are going to be buying t-shirts and making t-shirts made for other people on the cruise. And you have to wear them to the meet and greet. No matter how embarrassing they are, you have to wear them to the meet and greet. And so that's one of the fun events we're going to do the first night on the cruise. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So Zita, if you go and follow, I know you follow me on Facebook. So that post with the newsletter is actually on Facebook. And it has the dining restaurants posted. It should. Unless the guy, when I had it redone, they took them up, but it should be there. But where I'm dining, I will tell you, I'm trying to get off the top of my head. The 21st is the steakhouse, and it's at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. The Italian restaurant is the 20th, and that's going to be at 7 o'clock. The 21st is the steakhouse, Cagney Steakhouse, and that's at 8 o'clock. And then the Le Bistro is the next night. Hey, Mary, is the next night, and that's going to be at 8 o'clock as well. Get online if you've already booked the cruise. Get online and get your restaurants because the seating is filling up, and you're not going to be able to get your specialty dining. You can still get it from a restaurant, like you can order the steaks from the restaurant, and it's covered because you got the specialty dining, but you're going to miss the whole dining experience. So get online early. And Zita, I will check again when I get off and make sure that they had it posted on the first newsletter, but I had them redo it, and I don't remember if it's on the second one. I believe it is. If it's not, then I will repost my restaurants tonight on Facebook as well, and the times that we're eating there. But I can tell you, they're selling out quick. The earliest to eat, unless you were on the cruise one day, was 5:30 on cruise one day. Everything after that was after 8 o'clock. So only thing available was 9 and 9:30. And who wants to eat steak at 9:30 at night? My God, that's too heavy to be eating that late at night. To be up all night. So anyway, guys, we got like 13, 14 rooms sold already for the cruise. So join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Right now, if you want to go on the cruise, there's a big special because it's Christmas. So jump on it. I was told that. So definitely jump on it. And they got something new that started this week, it doesn't benefit us to get it because we've already gotten a different package. And if we upgraded the price of it, we could buy separately. But there's a new thing where it's like $75 a day. Get you the premium package, and that includes the Wi-Fi, which is $179 by itself. It includes all the Starbucks, which we don't get that. We have to pay for Starbucks. It includes higher price premium alcohol, plus you get a discount. And we took advantage of that on the last time we were on this ship. We took advantage of that because we got a couple bottles of Dom Perignon. It was like cheap because we got a discount because of the having the premium package. So I say, if you want to go on this cruise, now is a good time to sign up. and have a lot of fun with this. The classes are posted. You can see what you'll be learning. Now, folks, know that the cruise and the classes are two different things. You purchase the cruise, you're on the cruise. Classes is a separate fee. If you pay for the classes before February 1st, there is a $50 discount. After February 1st, the price goes up for the classes, because I ordered the rooms, so we have the meeting rooms, and so I'm gonna let them know by February 1st how much space I need, and they might cut us. We're gonna cut the room down. So I'm hoping that most people do sign up before February the 1st for the classes. It's a separate purchase because I want you to get your cruise as cheap as you can. And I'll tell you, the classes is $400 for the whole week. That's multiple classes. You can go look at it, and lots of events and things that are happening that's included with that. And there are some extras if you want to do some more. The excursions are not included in the classes. Those are optional. If you want to practice what you've learned, we're taking excursions to go practice what we learned. So again, if did not require people to book the excursions, because some people want to enjoy the ship. Some people don't want to, might not want to go on the excursion. So those are extra. And I believe it with the discount you get, I think both excursions ran me $155.20, I think it was, for both of the excursions. So take advantage. I know one of the cruisers she bought a private area in the I think they call it the Blitz, and that's for adults only because she wants to stay with the adults. So she got the Blitz, and then she got the thermal spa package. If I wasn't teaching, I would get the thermal spa package. So I'm gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't this type of cruise, I would get the thermal spa package, because we're doing so many activities during the day. Not really gonna have a lot of time to go enjoy the thermal spa package. So I didn't get it this time. I usually always get it, because for me, when everybody gets off the ship, that's when I go to the thermal spa, and it's just peaceful. It's relaxing. You have a couple of drinks before you go, then you get in the hot tub, and then you go into the salt room and you get salted, and then you go into the wet sauna and get steamed, and then you go to the dry sauna and dry out, and then you lay your blanket on these hot stones, and then you lay on the hot stones and you watch everybody else out there on those beaches getting sandy and wet, and you're just chilled out with your lemon water or your orange filled water, and sipping and laying on hot stones, letting your back feel just absolutely wonderful. So I love the thermal spa. And I might still get it this cruise. I haven't decided yet. We kind of keep talking ourselves up, because I am teaching and going to be running the event. So that's going to pull me away from being able to go really enjoy it. So then there's that. So anyway, back to, and I'm going to be teaching a lot about healing, and a little bit about trance healing. And so we're going to teach how to get into that state of mind and how to send out that positive energy. We're going to talk a lot about how to create the energy before you start to heal, how you get into that meditative state and you create the energy, you create what you're going to send out, and I'm going to teach you how to send it out. There's a couple of ways. Then that's something I've not really taught much in mediumship, because when I teach my mediumship, even though we cover some healing, it's all very short segments to expose. Well, it used to be that I would expose you to a bunch of different types and styles of mediumship, and then we do little bits of all of it. This one I'm focusing really heavily on well, the class is going to be on medium. On the boat, it's going to be on using your mediumship to heal, using your senses to heal. It's called the sense healing. We're also teaching some paranormal stuff. We have a bunch of paranormal people coming with us, and we're doing a little bit of paranormal investigation on when we get into Belize. The tour is going to have a little bit of investigation involved in it. And so we're going to talk about that in the class for those who are going on the tour. And we will give them some tools to try and work and see what they get. I'm going to pick up some tools, and we're going to have tools with us for them to use to do some investigative work. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. And then when we get to Belize, I'm taking them to the rainforest, into the jungle, to go meet Miss Aurora, and she's a healer in her village. and she has wonderful, wonderful, wonderful herbs and remedies that she makes from the rainforest to help you heal. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, and then I'm just make sure I don't know if they have a karaoke bar, but I'm hoping they do on the boat. If they don't, I might bring my karaoke machine with me. I probably will bring that in because it's a mic set as well, so I can use it. But I'm just going to wait and see how many people sign up for classes before I decide what kind of equipment I'm going to bring. The classes are going to be interactive. They're going to be fun. You're going to be meeting with all of us, with Jill and Misty and Trenny and myself. We will also be available for sessions for you if you'd like. I'm also bringing the Aura camera. So all of that's going to be on board the boat, and we're going to have a good time. So come join us. Come join us. Come join us on the Touch in Eternity Sense Healing Cruise out of New Orleans, April 19th to the 26th on the NCL Escape. Come come have fun with us. And if you don't get into the restaurants with us, that's okay. That's only 3 nights. The rest of the nights we're going to be doing regular dining with everybody. So that's fine if you can't, because like I said, the restaurants are filling up. Like when I'm telling you they're filling up, I'm gonna question getting this package again because of that. Like you couldn't book a restaurant to the 20th. So this morning, 20th was yesterday. So this morning I'm thinking, yeah, I could do it today because I plan on getting everything out today. And when I'm telling you, there were no times available. Like it was rough. It was rough. And so good luck with those fine dining restaurants. Anyway, so again, the main reason I came on tonight, like I said, is I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here for Christmas much. It's for Christmas Eve. I'm going to come on. If I get people on, I'll stay longer. If I don't have people on, I'm not going to stay on. I will do a bedtime story with Sid that night because it's Christmas Eve. So I'll do a little Christmas Eve story. I am going to do a bedtime story tonight at around 10 o'clock. I'm coming back in here and I will be doing a bedtime story live. And so this is just going to be little stories every night about my life and about growing up as Sid Patrick and about how all these wonderful things came to be. And tonight's story is going to be a lot about my faint memories of things that brought me to where I am today. So come join me if you'd like to hear the story. If not, you can always catch it on YouTube or catch it on TikTok. It's going to be there too. So you're welcome. I'm gonna probably do it as a recording on TikTok versus a live, so that TikTok will hold it. So, and it'll be like one of my little things on my profile that you can go to. Anyway, so guys, I know that I don't get on other than my night on Wednesday. I haven't been getting on as much, and that's because y'all know that I'm in college again. I know I need my head examined, but I'm almost halfway through, so that's good. I should be finished by the cruise. So I'm hoping to be able to get that under my belt, and then I'll be spending a lot more time with y'all. But again, I do have those classes come. Oh, and I forgot to mention, January the 10th, Trenny will be in town, and we're doing vision boards at my home. There will be champagne and readings, and you'll be creating your vision board and having a lot of fun in our bungalow. We're going to have some art supplies. I don't know if we're going to do the pasting or we're going to draw our vision. It depends on what kind of materials we can get, because nowadays magazines aren't easy as to come by as they were, say, 20 years ago. But we are going to try to get that for you. And if not, we're just going to draw and do things on them to create a vision board for 2026. Those are usually a lot of fun. You can go to get a seat or to get a place at that. You would go to my website, sid-patrick.com, and you can sign up there and come do a vision board with Trenny Simmons. We're going to be doing mini readings with you while you're creating your board. We're going to go around and talk to your dead people and tell you some insight about the new year and about what to expect, and give you some predictions as well. So that's going to be January the 10th. You can find that, get a seat. Now that's not going to be live. You have to be in the New Orleans area for that. But if you are, that you're welcome to come join us. So again, Let's see how many people I got. I got 6. Get me to 10, folks, and I'll read for y'all. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the spiritual side of things and how the proper way to pray, and to understand that you carry all the energies within you. You carry the Holy Spirit within you. You carry the God vibration. You carry the Virgin Mother vibration. You carry the angelic angel energy within you. Okay? You possess all of those energies. And so how you choose to use them is what creates your karma. And karma is not always a bad thing. Because when you do good, good karma comes at you. But when you do bad, you get bad karma. So karma is not negative unless you make it negative. Okay? Remember that. So do good. Work from your heart. If it's something that you truly believe in your heart, and that you would, and it doesn't harm anyone, and it teaches love and teaches respect, that energy will shine from you. That energy will shine. And again, not only does it attract. Let me see what you say. You never told me. I know I didn't. Hey, Jamie, I didn't tell you I was coming on. Well, I'm coming on. I'm going to be on a few times this week before Wednesday, because Wednesday is Christmas Eve. So I'm going to come on each night. I'm going to start my bedtime stories at 10 o'clock tonight. So look for me. I'm going to sign out of here in about another 15 minutes, and maybe sooner. It just depends on what happens. I have to go get Magni from the airport. So I got to go do that. And then I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to definitely do my bedtime stories with Sid. And we're going to start that, and I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy that series. And there's a purpose with this series, but I'm not going to tell people what the purpose is. Anyway, there's a purpose of the series. But that's a secret. See if y'all can figure it out. But anyway, so again, we talked about, the spirituality, and how when you pray, it comes from within. It's that love you're sending out. It's that hope that you're sending out. It's that wanting that person to truly heal from your heart. So your heart has to be good in order for you to heal appropriately. And that's why I always tell people, when picking a healer, every healer is not for you. And that doesn't mean they're a bad healer. It just means that your energies don't flow together. They don't meld. They don't mold together and work together, because y'all might have two totally different vibes or vibrational energies, and so you need to find something that's going to work with you. And you can usually tell. Like I can tell. If I'm with somebody, I know with that healing is going to work, or if it's not. I can tell almost instantly, and it's just because I'm used to feeling it. Okay, because of all the work that I do. So again, you all healers aren't meant for you. You have to find the one that people say, well, who's the good one? Well, I know plenty of good ones that work with me, but you got to go find ones that work with you. And again, and a lot of it is that healer opens the pathway for you to self-heal, is what really happens. Isn't that right, Zeta? You still watching? So that healer opens the pathway for you to it opens you up so that you can accept and feel the love, and it's a pathway. So understand that. Look at my girl, Jamie. Is that you? Give me all them hearts, Jamie. Also, they going crazy. Thank you, because I need those in order to not that I make any money. I think the other day I made a penny on TikTok, and I don't even know how to claim it. I just let them keep it. They told me, you've earned 1 penny. I'm like, yay. And Zeta says yes. So she understands that as healers, what we do is we go in energetically, and we open up the blocks in your body so that you can receive what you need. And you have to take part in that. You just can't lie there. I mean, it's like a pill. Your doctor can't just order your prescription. You have to go to the drugstore. You have to pick it up, and you have to take it like you're supposed to. It's not going to work. Well, it's kind of the same thing with healing. We're gonna do the healing over you. We're gonna unblock those pathways. But if you don't allow that love to come in, or that energetic, or that vibration in there, and you don't work with it, you wasted your time. You have to truly want to heal. I know, Tina. I know. I'm going to be on live a lot this week before Wednesday, because of Wednesday being Christmas Eve. And I'm going to start doing my bedtime stories with Sid tonight at 10 o'clock will be the first story. It will be a childhood story about my awakening and the things that I experienced, and that I still have no answer for, because I was too young to understand what was going on. So we're gonna definitely talk about that, and then I'm gonna go into as the nights go, those stories will progress, and there's gonna be a whole bunch. So I have so many stories to tell that I could probably do a 10-hour movie over it. So, and it's just miracles that I have been blessed to experience because I have opened my life up and my heart up to the spirit world, and I have accepted my who I am in this world, and I know what my purpose is, and I'm going to continue to do what I do, and until I'm not here anymore, until I transition myself, and I'm okay with that, you know. Since I've lost almost all of my family, like everybody's dead except my two sisters and some cousins and one uncle. You think one uncle. There we go. Yeah, I didn't have any uncles on the other side. Well, they're all gone anyway. Yeah, everybody's gone, but one uncle, some cousins, and even my cousins are like not hanging around too much. So I've really lost a lot of people over the last, say, 15 years, and they seem to be in bulk. In fact, I've had 3 deaths just in the last 6 weeks, and people are like, well, how are you handling that? Like, for me now, it's natural, it's normal. It's normal, and I guess after a while, I don't want to say after a while I got numb to it, but the only one that I really remember grief with was my mother, and that was like my first major death that I was actually around and part of, So that was probably the one that I probably grieved the hardest. But then as that went on, I've lost so many people, friends, family, somebody I was in a relationship with for a few years, passed away. And again, I still talk to them all, and I still have conversations with them all. And I know that they're there because I get confirmations all the time. We're going to talk about those confirmations, in my bedtime stories with Sid. You're going to get to hear a lot about those things, and that's how the story goes. So it's gonna be bedtime stories with Sid. I'll be in a robe, probably over my pajamas, and I'm gonna sit down here with you, and I'm gonna probably sit in this type of lighting, not the big bright lights. I kind of like this better. It's more meditative. But let's see, we're at 7, y'all. 3 more over there, and we can do some readings real quick because I do have to leave in a few minutes. Actually, I got to get ready to go. So no, I can't do readings because it's now that time. But I will be back at 10 o'clock to do bedtime stories with Sid. And if you are here with me, I will be on TikTok, and I will be on YouTube, and I will be on Facebook. So join me at 10 o'clock for Bedtime Stories with Sid. The first one, you get to say you saw it from the beginning. If not, it will be on Facebook Live and on YouTube and on TikTok on my video section, because I'm not going to do a live on TikTok. I'm just going to record. So I'm hoping I hope I can get it all in. It's only going to be about 5-10 minutes, so it's going to be a story that I'm going to share. Okay, all right, folks. Let's see. What season? My mom died when I was 23 in 1985. My mom died in 1988. My dad remarried, and his 89th birthday was on the 15th. Oh, well, blessings, Tina. Blessings with that. Again, I tell people, learn to celebrate your loved ones. I do. I celebrate them, and I reposted. Maggie, I'm gonna be late getting Magni. I reposted today about in the grief group last year. We made Christmas ornaments to all our loved ones on the other side, and it was wonderful. And they were beautiful ornaments We had glass ornaments and plastic, all clear. And we put pictures in them and snow in them, and we decorated them in Christmas colors. It was a lot of fun. Do things like that with your family. Make ornaments in their memory. Take pictures, and we went to the hobby shop and got all the glass like clear bubbles that we put their pictures in, and we decorated them. We had like the angel hair snow we put in them, and with the picture, and put like different color like sprinkles and stuff, and decorated the outside with snow. And people got really creative. And I reposted them online, so I hope y'all get to see them again this year. But anyway, I gotta go. I want to thank you guys for joining me. First, I'm gonna say goodbye to TikTok. Check me back at 10 o'clock. I'll be here with my bedtime stories. All right. And you guys. So I will be on every night. And we'll try to come on a little bit each night before Christmas Eve. And I want to get my bedtime stories moving. So come join me. Come check them out. I will talk to you guys later. I got to get ready to go get Magni at the airport. So thank you for joining me. Oh, she was excited that I had all the memories. And was able to. Oh, that's sweet. Sweet. So I always recommend that. So I thought it said 59. It's only 39. So I actually got a couple minutes. So I recommend this for any family that has had a lot of loss, especially if you have children. This was great. I'll be on at 10 o'clock tonight. I would definitely recommend this. So we went to Hobby Lobby and we got like the glass ornaments that had like the holes in them. So we put pictures inside of them with some angel hair, and we had the markers that you can mark on glass and do designs and decorate. And we made some really cute ornaments with our loved ones' pictures in it that have passed, and we hung them on the tree. So they're with us for Christmas, and we see them there. Now my elf on the shelf, my sexy elf on the shelf. I have a sexy elf on the shelf. He knocked down my mother's ornament and broke her. So I got to go make a new one for my mom. My dad's is still there in the group picture, but the one with my mom, my bad elf, my nasty elf on the shelf broke my mother's ornament. So we're mad at him. So I put him off the tree and moved him and put him way back on the shelf behind the nutcracker. So he got punished for breaking my mom's ornament. So I have to make my mom a new ornament. So I will do that for her. But anyway, so I do recommend that. And so like after we made the ornaments, we shared why we decorated it the way we did and what memories we had of each of those loved ones. It was really, really a good thing. So I really recommend, if you have children who are having hard times with grief or are really suffering from loss, share those moments of joy, especially during the holidays, to bring back good memories, good positive memories. Okay. Yeah. Yes, the Snoop on this. You have a Snoop on the Snoop on the stoop. Well, I have this one ornament. It's like an elf. He's real sexy, and we put him on the tree. But this year he fell and he knocked my mother off the tree and broke her, and he stayed okay. He could have broke too, but no, he was okay. He broke my mama. So he got punished, and we took him off the tree where he likes to be and put him back on the shelf. He got punished. He got punished. So anyway, guys, come see me around 10. I'm going to do some bedtime stories. I won't start that right away. I'll let some people log on first because I know it takes a few minutes, but I'm going to do it right at 10 o'clock. It should be about a 5 to 7 minute video. If you're still up, come share with me. Come get in your robe. And for Christmas Eve, I'm going to probably do one too. And I'm going to probably have like my hot chocolate with me and sip and give y'all some stories. So anyway, love you guys. Enjoy. I'm checking out. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again tonight at 10.